Welcome to the Platform Engineering Insights, the show where we explore the latest trends, challenges, and strategies in the world of cloud computing and enterprise IT. I'm your host Felician, and together with me is Rajit Krishnan, the CEO of Cloud Control. We are diving into a critical topic for CTOs in probably all sectors today: managing and transforming technical debt. So, one research from McKinsey showed that CIOs estimate tech debt to amount to 20 to 40% of the value of their entire technology estate. So 20 to 40%. Another research shows that the average organization wastes 23 to 42% of their development time due to technical debt. And a research from Sonar calculates that the attributed technical debt cost is $306,000 per year. And here, an important thing, for one project with 1 million lines of code. So this is equivalent to about 5,500 developer hours spent on remediation and development time that could be put towards more innovative or valuable projects. Mm-hmm. And to top it off, 86% of companies, so almost 90%, report being impacted by tech debt. And that's a research done by Foundry last year. So, Rajit, you've seen what happens when companies suffer from technical debt, but not everybody knows what it is. Can you please explain what it is and what are some common causes of it, especially in cloud environments?
Yes. So technical debt is very common, as Felician pointed out, right? So the basic idea here is technical debt happens when companies have to make decisions for quick time to market. They might not make the right optimal decisions. They just want to go live. There are certain factors that contribute to technical debt when a situation like that arises. One is quick decisions. We want to go live tomorrow. Let's get it done, right? So we might not take the optimal path. Second, skill set issues. So do you have the right team to do it? Always might not be the case, right? So you'll go with whoever you have, and that could create technical debt. And the other thing that I've seen is when you have end-of-life software, you go with what you have, so you're not upgrading it, you're not fixing, you don't take care of the security issues, you just go live with it. So these are some of the things. And skill set is one important thing. So I've seen contributing a lot. Again and again, I've come across situations where technical debt is accumulating because you don't have the right people doing the work. So hiring the right people, so you need to put a lot of thought into things when it goes live. Especially, it comes to scalability, security, vulnerability, things like that. So if you don't have the right decisions in place in terms of architecture, both application architecture as well as deployment architecture, you'll end up with a lot of technical debt.
Yeah. So you really have to look who you are hiring, because if one bad hire can have an impact that will last for a very long time, and bring everything down.
Right. So what I say is, when you are having somebody do an application go live, right? It could be in the cloud or it could be on-prem. Have they done this before, right? So that's the question you want to ask, right? It might not be yes all the time. They might be doing it for the first time. So then obviously there'll be gaps. Now, once we go live, your chances of fixing those gaps are minimal. That creates problem. That creates technical debt.
Got it. So let's break down the process of eliminating technical debt. What are the steps a company should take when they realize that they have accumulated a significant portion of it in their cloud infrastructure?
So the first thing is strategic planning, right? So now you identified that there is technical debt. So figure out what is the first priority for you, right? So is it sometimes it is vulnerabilities, sometimes it is identifying choosing the right technology. So you might not have selected the right technology. So you need to choose the right technology. So that's uh, another point. So the idea is, to come up with the right plan, do a good analysis, study of the problem, bring somebody in that have done technical debt clearance before, and have them look at end to end and figure out what is the priority, what gives you the biggest bang for the buck.
Yeah, so you always have to look for those low-hanging fruits. Like
Yes,
you don't want
that's
to pick the biggest enemy right away, but start small and eventually build your way up.
right.
So
And then comes to execution, right? So when it comes to execution, the idea is, you have to have the right team. Do you have the right team? Do you have the right architecture? Do you have the right process? So invest on that and figure out how to execute it.
yeah, perfect. So as you said below, like rapid development cycles, they can encourage cutting corners just to meet those tight deadlines. And I want to connect it all with platform engineering. So how does platform engineering help in managing and transforming technical debt?
So when it comes to executing this plan, coming up with the right approach, coming up with the right technology stacks, as well as executing with the right people, what I've seen is the platform engineering team can contribute a lot. End to end, what we have seen is starting with the technical discussions all the way into execution and deployment. Having a good platform engineering team helps you. Now, either you can create a new platform engineering team from scratch in your organization, or train your current existing team on platform engineering skills, or hire a partner like us, right? So that's what we do. We are a platform engineering company. So we have seen cases where we walk in, we understand the challenges. For example, recently we came across a large enterprise with tons of .NET applications sitting there. Haven't modernized it for a long time, and now they're running into challenges because the business wants to add more features, and they're not able to do it on time. So that's the technical debt. So now what we have done is we brought in a team and a set of tools, did the analysis, figured out what can go first, what the dependencies are, and came up with a plan. And now we are executing it. So over a period of next 9 months to a year and a half, they will have most of the critical applications migrated to cloud after clearing the technical debt.
Okay, so why is platform engineering a better approach than some others?
So when it comes to modern cloud architecture, deployment architecture, there are a few things that you need to address or cover. Number one, automation. So in the cloud is a software-defined world. That means everything can be automated. So you need to have the right automation architecture. And when you have automation, of course, you need to have observability. So picking the right observability stack that matches with your automation and process is important. A platform engineering team can put together all that because they will have the right skills to put based on the need. They can pick the right automation architecture, right deployment architecture, and put the right observability in place that matches the deployment architecture so that you have full visibility into what's going on. And when it comes to uh, fixing things, see, things are going to break, automation or not, things are going to break. Now, when it breaks, you need to be alerted. And in addition to that, you don't want to be alerted with false alerts. So what you want to do is you also need to have a capability to do self-healing. That means the automation mechanism will automatically try to heal the problem. If not, it will send an alert to you saying, hey, here is a problem, please fix it. So the idea is to have the right automation, right deployment architecture, and the right observability is key with the complete feedback. loop so that you know what's going on.
Yeah. So based on what you said, there are quite a lot of things that have to be taken care of. So how many people do you have to involve to actually get started if you want to incorporate platform engineering into managing technical debt?
A good question. So what we have seen is, platform engineering team need not be big, because a large platform engineering team can only create problems, right? Because what we are trying to do is identify what the problems are. Again, identify the low hanging fruit, and then keep the big picture in mind and start solving problems in a phased approach. So in order to do that, you need a core team. And typically what I've seen is, in especially the teams that we deployed, platform engineering team is not more than 5, maybe maximum 10 people, right? 5 to 6 to 7 is the right amount of number of people to work on even on a large project. So what they're trying to do is they're going to try and put the right automation in place so that other stakeholders in the company can be more efficient. Like, for example, when it comes to putting the right automation in place, the platform engineering team's responsibility is to understand what is the right tool set for the given problem, and come up with an architecture that works, and come up with a process that can be scaled. And then it becomes more training. So you're now, have a process, the right tools, the right architecture. Now you're going and educating people on how to use it, right? Now, the key there is, for any platform engineering team to be successful, is when it comes to developers and operations, those are two key stakeholders in any cloud environment. They need to be able to do self-service. So the result of an automation is a process that enables self-service. That means if a developer wants to deploy something, they should be able to do self-service. They don't have to talk to anyone. Of course, to onboard them, they have to talk to somebody saying, hey, I'm a developer, give me the access. They're going to be, once that is done, I should be able to take care of whatever my day-to-day activities are through pure self-service. That's what a platform engineering team can deliver.
Perfect. So can you suggest some quick wins or actionable steps that our listeners can take and start addressing technical debt right away?
Sure. So the primary thing you want to look at is, okay, identifying the technical debt. Hey, what is their technical debt? If you think you need help, find a partner, hire somebody to do that, right? And then figure out the low hanging fruit. What is that you're going to benefit from in the immediate future? Get the management buy-in by addressing the low hanging fruit issues. You can now get good visibility, and you can then sell that idea to your management. You start there. So start with the pilot, saying, hey, here are the 3 things we can achieve in the next quarter, and you should be able to achieve that and achieve with minimal disruption. So that's the starting point. So identifying it and finding the first phase or first pilot on what do you want to achieve. And when you execute it, of course, you need to find the right people to do it, a right partner. Again, platform engineering teams are not that big. They are smaller groups of people who have done this before. They can come in and fix take you through the pilot to the success within 3 to 4 months. That's what we do as a company. When we approach our customers, we always give them an opportunity to prove within 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, so you start basically with a pilot project, show them the results, and if their results speak for themselves, then they go further. If not, they just ditch it.
And doing the pilot also gets you better confidence. Like, for example, the platform engineering. I myself, participate in some of the platform engineering activities. What I've seen is, I get more confidence when I see a result, right? So all the things that we learned during the analysis, we want to make sure that it actually are true. So the best way to do that is do a pilot, right? And
Exactly.
we can always, every example, every customer that we approached, there is always a pilot that you can do. It shouldn't take more than 2 to 3 months, maximum 4 months.
Yeah, and also the investment is smaller this way, at the beginning at least.
That's right.
Yeah. So managing technical debt is needed. Nobody wants to suffer from it, obviously, because it impacts the whole business. And if someone wants to make technology like a key driver of their business, then they have to get rid of technical debt. So what would you say? What are the 3 top takeaways from our discussion today?
So number one, identify technical debt. That's, understanding that, where you stand when it comes to technical debt is important. And then identifying the right team to execute it and identifying a pilot. That's a key, right? So the entire process need to be something that is supported by the management. So make sure that you have the visibility. That is one important thing. Make sure that then there are identify a team that can actually go and figure out what the debt is and publish it. Make sure that you talk to your team members and bring it to the management and say, okay, here is what we found, and here is what we plan to do, and get the management buy-in.
Perfect. So is there anything else that you would like to mention?
No, again, we at Cloud Control, we fix technical debt. That's or clear technical debt. That's what we do, and we have material on our website that promotes or gets awareness in terms of what technical debt is. Please do visit us and reach out to us if you have any questions.
Perfect. So thank you for joining us on this episode of the Platform Engineering Insights. If you would like to discuss this topic further or explore how we can help your organization manage technical debt in your cloud journey, feel free to reach out. And don't forget to subscribe and tune in for our next episode, where we will talk about getting a good return on your investment in your infrastructure. So till then, keep innovating and optimizing.
Thank you.